because there's a lot of litigation regarding natural, right? There's just endless litigation. And where this gets expensive is these class action cases, right? Like, especially in California is where most of these are brought under the CLRA. And the FDA, there is no formal definition of natural, right? Like the FDA said, no, we're not going to give you a definition. They've defined natural flavors, but they will not give a definition for natural. And the same goes with the FTC. The informal guidance offered by the FDA states that its view of natural is meaning that, quote, nothing artificial or synthetic has been included in or has been added to a food that would not normally be expected to be in the food. So then they went on to talk about things like synthetic chemical preservatives like sodium benzoate and potassium sorbate. And I welcome your thoughts about those. I mean, I would believe that those would be not natural, right?
Nope, not natural in my opinion. I was reviewing a label for a client just a week or two ago, and they were making a natural statement in some of their secondary, tertiary marketing. And I said, you've got potassium sorbate and sodium benzoate on there. That's not natural. And then it also is a vitamin C product, which, you know, ascorbic acid is more natural form than natural. So yeah, it's really interesting. And I'm glad.
Can I just say one more thing about mitigating risk in natural, because I've actually helped clients work through this before. So I had a client that had all natural on their product, and it was not all natural. It had, I think, sucralose in it. So one of the things we talked about doing was contains natural ingredients, which wouldn't work for that case, but no artificial ingredients if appropriate, right? There are ways to try to convey the same message and still be truthful. So, yeah, you know, there's certainly ways that you can convey a message that you want to convey and still be truthful. And I think in the Zarbee's case, the NAD had recommended that, you know, the brand name, it wasn't necessarily a problem if they were able to convey what ingredients weren't natural, right? Like they just needed to modify some of the claims and statements in their marketing, right? Because that was what mainly the problem was in that NAD decision. And they talked about too, like with the exception of melatonin, because apparently you can't get a natural source of that. So you're allowed to continue to say natural on your label if you have melatonin in there, which I thought was interesting because I wasn't aware of that exception to that rule. That's all I have on natural.
Yeah, that's wonderful.